Hi, my name is Jesty and welcome to another episode of Jestycraft. I am currently here standing in front of our beautiful concert hall that we built last episode. In today's episode, we are once again continuing the build-a-thon. I've been doing a new build every episode leading up to the 200th episode live stream special. One thing that I haven't mentioned is, yes, the 200th episode is going to be my very first live stream ever, but I am planning to live stream regularly after that as well. There won't be a particular schedule, it'll just be whenever I have time to do it. But one thing that I can guarantee is it will be much more frequently than you get Jestycraft episodes. And speaking of Jestycraft episode frequency, I'm actually re-recording this particular episode. I recorded it a couple of months ago and I edited it, and I resisted uploading it because I really didn't like it. I tried to do a speed build, and what I didn't realize is for a speed build to really work, you kind of have to have a very clear idea of what you're building in advance. And I don't build any of these builds in advance. I build them 100% in survival in my world in the episode. So what happened was, just like normal, whenever I'm building anything, I'm constantly changing things as I go, constantly taking things down. So there was just a lot of footage, which I expected, but when I tried to splice it together to make it kind of make sense, it just still was just too much. And when you're doing speeding up stuff, like I sped up things in the past, but most of those clips have been no longer than 2 minutes, and the one that was long, like the 10-minute clip of me waiting for the turtles to hatch in the Nitwitch episode, that was me standing still. So yes, everything in the background, like the fish underneath me, were moving like crazy, and then we see the moon like moving across the sky really fast, but I'm kind of staying still. In this one, I'm jumping around, placing blocks, doing stuff, and it just looked like a blur, and it didn't really make sense. So I tried to cut some of that stuff out and then salvage the rest of the episode, but all of my commentary was talking about, okay, let's move on to the next speed up section or whatever. So it just didn't work. So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna throw it out, even though, like I said, I edited the entire video, but I just didn't like it. I wasn't gonna upload it. I knew I was gonna regret it if I uploaded it. I was like, I don't like this. I don't want it to be on my channel. So I'm just gonna redo this episode. So you know what? Let's just hurry up and get started. Enough of me rambling. So before we get to the build, which is obviously done since I did it already, we're gonna head over to the Squidtuary. So in we go. So if you don't already know, this is where I add subscribers to my world. And if you are interested in getting added here, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and leave comments on my videos. If I see you in the comment section often, that gives you a very high likelihood of getting added here in the future. So let me just go ahead and swim on over to the ship. I'm moving really slow because I'm not wearing my depth strider boots. It's in my inventory. You know what? I'm going to put them on as soon as I get up here because I need to put on my armor. Let's just do this. Oh, nope. Go up. I wasn't off the ladder yet. Put on my armor. And there we go. So the subscriber that I am adding today is James. James discovered my channel not too long ago, and I've never gotten so many comments on so many different episodes so quickly before. He was really enjoying the videos and he was leaving his input in the comment section, and I was responding to his comments. It was really funny because at one point he was like, you know, you don't have to respond to every single comment that I leave. That's what I do on my channel. If you are kind enough to leave a comment, I really don't mind. I actually really like responding to you guys and chatting with you and getting your input and feedback. I ask questions in my episodes a lot. And speaking of questions, what do you think the crown build looks like on the map? It looks like a crown when you look at it, but on the map it looks like something entirely different. So leave your guesses in the comment section below. But yes, I'm adding James for the second time. Like I said, I'm re-recording this episode, so I had to scoop him up. But here we go. This time will be permanent. Before I put him in, let me show you. He is a stripey that is orange and lime. It's actually a very brightly colored fish. So there we go. Hi, James. Welcome back to the Squidtuary. Enjoy your stay. Okay, let me go ahead and put this bucket inside of this chest. And now let's go ahead and do the grand reveal. So I hope you left your comments because I'm about to show it right now. This build is in the shape of a flower on the map, and not just any flower. This is the magic sundrop flower from the movie Tangled, one of my favorite Disney movies. So as you can see, I connected it with a path, and when I did that, I was like, hey, that kind of looks like the stem to the flower. So I went ahead and added these little leaves on it. They were kind of an afterthought. But yeah, I think this looks really, really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these right now because I don't want to leave this here. I just put that there so I can show you guys the reveal of the shape. As you can see, I incorporated my JestyRealm initials in the top of the crown. It's the J combined with the R. I think this is probably one of the better incorporations that I've done. It looks really cool and it works so well with the build. So let's just move on over. Like most of my builds, I'm also incorporating new biomes. I've been trying to bring as many biomes close to my area as possible. Last episode we did the desert, which took forever. This was a lot easier. I just had to throw all of the flowers that I already had everywhere. It doesn't look exactly authentic to how a regular like flower forest will look in the game, because the flowers kind of grow in like patches, I guess. I just stuck them everywhere in like random places, but maybe in the future I'll fix it and make it look a little bit better, but I don't know. So one issue that I ran into, you're probably wondering why there's like leaves and carpets up there. I don't know why this didn't occur to me. It should have, because it's very obvious, but when I put the initial shape of the sundrop flower down here, I started my build in the circle, and for some reason I didn't really think about the fact that the top of the crown is bigger than the bottom part, so it kind of overextended the circle that I was trying to keep it in, so I had to put all of that stuff up there to maintain the shape on the map. I will say this, I do like the leaves. I think the leaves add a really cool touch. It looks like it's kind of overgrown, but the carpets I don't really like, but that's all I could like think about for right now. If I come up with a better idea later, I will definitely do that. Also, like several of my builds, this build is kind of incomplete. I didn't do any decorating in here because I'm still in 1.14. I'm going to update to the newest version of Minecraft for the live stream, and I'm sure that's going to be like 1.16 point something. But yes, I don't have bees yet, and part of what I want to do here is bring bees. I want to put bee nests everywhere and have the bees flying around and pollinating the flowers. I don't know how bee nests work. Do the bees have to stay within a certain radius of the bee nest, or can they just leave? Can they end up at the jungle or in the desert or something? If that is the case, that's fine. I could just always breed them and just kind of keep a few kind of flying around, but I will keep a couple inside here so we always have them, and I'll name the ones in here, but the ones outside can just do whatever bees do. Also, I want to get honey blocks. Underneath all of the yellow petals, I have carpet right now, but underneath it is glowstone, and they light up, as you can see. But does glowstone shine through a honey block? I don't know. I will definitely test it out when I get them. And if that is the case, I would really like to make these honey blocks. I think that would be really, really cool. Since the sun is going down, let me fly up and show you guys the build at night. It actually looks really cool. I incorporated sea lanterns where like the jewels are, and I also have diamond blocks and emerald blocks, as you can see. It was kind of expensive, but that's fine. I have a lot of extra resources, so it was not a big deal. But yeah, it looks really, really cool. And this is our flower forest. So let's go ahead and head home. Oh, also, as you can see, I extended the Enchanted Hollow, our roof forest, and I relocated my bridge. This bridge used to connect to Narwhal Island, but I had to remove it when I made Narwhal Island, so I put it here instead. And now the entire roof forest is flanked by two bridges. We have the bridge over there, and we have this one that goes over your hobbit hole down there. Okay, let's head home. Let me add these maps to my map pillar. I'm also going to have to relocate my map, because now that I've been making so many more builds, a lot of them are split across the seam of the map. So look at this. Narwhal Island is split here. The flower forest that we just added, or the greenhouse, is split barely, but it's still technically a split. And then up here, the llama sanctuary is also split. So I want to put this somewhere where I can just have it all flat, because I think that'll look a lot better. But as you can see, we have several biomes that we've added. I have naturally a mesa here, a taiga here. We have our plains and sunflower plains, and all the rest that surrounds it is birch forest. I also have some little places of regular forest as well, but so far all of the biomes that we've added have been the mushroom island here. I've added the savanna at the llama sanctuary, the swamp where the nitwitch lives. I've added the roof forest where Yort lives in his hobbit hole. We have the flower forest that we added this episode. All of the ice biomes are at Narwhal Island. I have the ocean at the squituary, as well as the jungle. And I have a desert here where we built our concert hall last episode. For next episode, I have a really easy build idea. I'm gonna do it here. If you watched an earlier episode, I don't know which episode it was, but I mentioned the biome that I wanted to add here. So you know what the biome is gonna be, if you remember that episode. But the build is gonna be very simple. And it's kind of a cool idea. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, in an effort to get to the 200th live stream quicker, I'm just gonna build it and just show it off in that episode. I'm not gonna kind of do what I normally do and like build with you guys. I'm just gonna get it done and just do a really quick episode to like show that off. I've also been working on the build for episode 199, which takes place up here. I've been spending a lot of time there. That's another reason why this is so delayed as well. I've been working on that build, and like several of my other builds, it's not going to be finished. It's actually going to be the most least finished of all of the builds because once again, it's in preparation for stuff that I don't have access to yet. But it's really exciting, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. But that'll be for episode 199, and you'll see that when we get there. So before I end the episode, I want to stand right here because we can see the crown from my window, and not only that, I can put the crown on my head. Hold on. Dun, da, da, da. I am King Jesty. Bow down. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.